Hello, everyone. It appears that are we live or not? So much technology and then. Are we? Yeah?
Wait, no. Yeah.
Hello, everyone. It appears that we are live across LinkedIn, YouTube, and X. So, welcome wherever it is that you are listening to us from. Super excited to have Dimitra here with me today, and we're going to be talking all things Mobile World Congress. And we were literally just saying how excited we are about it and how we can't wait to be there already. I fly tomorrow. I don't know you, but I'm just like, yes, let's get it done. So so I would like to introduce Dimitra first. For those who, probably for our LinkedIn audience, everyone knows who she is because she doesn't need an introduction. For our ex-audience, maybe for you guys coming from the Web3 industry, you don't know who Dimitra is, but she's pretty much the goddess of telecommunications in the UK. And a very good friend of mine and an incredible mentor. So I am super excited to be working side by side with her in a number of projects, specifically this one reason that we're going to be discussing today. So Dimitra, welcome to our channel. Finally, I get you to talk to us online.
Thank you, Maria. By the way, I'm flying out on Sunday, not tomorrow.
Oh, good. Well, we will be there, like connecting all the machines and making sure all the demos are working over the weekend. So yeah, Dimitra, just a few words about yourself, and then we can crack on and talk about Mobile World Congress.
Thanks, Maria. Thanks. I'm delighted to be here. And a few words about myself. I'm a professor at University of Bristol, and I lead quite a large activity on telecommunication and networks. I have been in this industry almost all my life, 30 years now, and across academia, large industry, small industry, spin-outs, and so on. And I have seen several generations of mobile networks and mobile networks. At this point, there are a lot happening around 6G. And I'm so privileged, actually, that I have the opportunity to lead a couple of projects that we are collaborating in these projects together with your company, Weaver Labs, Maria. So very excited, actually, to go into Mobile World Congress and showcase some early 6G technology and some early 6G applications.
Yeah, because all we are doing now is getting ready for what 6G is going to be and getting those requirements in place and start answering that question that we were answering maybe 10 years ago, and like, who the hell needed 5G? Well, now we're answering exactly the same question about 6G. And actually, in this project Reason, we started looking at all of that. When was it? 2 years ago? Did we start? So we have a pretty good idea of what we want 6G to be all about. But maybe, Dimitra, if you want to introduce us a little bit Reason, and what are your views on 6G? And maybe I can also share where I want 6G to go, more like a wish list rather than a prediction.
Yeah, I would be surprised that if we have very different views, Maria. But actually, when I'm going to describe my views on 6G, I'm going to be describing Reason at the same time.
Yes, of course.
A disclaimer. First of all, and that's not what 6G is going to be exactly about. I think 6G is going to achieve what 5G has failed to do. And let's put that as a disclaimer to start with. But for me, 6G is about open architectures. And that was the first question that we addressed within our project Reason. And when I mean open architectures, is really how we can have this infrastructure that is actually has open hardware infrastructure and open software platforms where actually things can be interchangeable. So not locked into one or two big vendors, but actually opening up the industry to emerging vendors and like yourselves, for instance, so we can create an ecosystem that is very productive, grows organically and incorporates innovation in as innovation happens. So this is the one. The second one for me that 6G is about is really finally getting that connectivity everywhere, reliable and resilient, connecting the unconnected. And in reason, we are looking at this by actually proposing these multi-technology access solutions that actually the future of mobile networks, not only cellular, but really have a large play about non-licensed bands. For instance, Wi-Fi, satellite, terahertz, as those are emerging. So bringing all the technologies, all the assets together to provide connectivity, because nobody cares where your connectivity service is coming from, as long that you are always connected. And talking about connectivity, the third thing that I see actually as, if you like, outcome or a big breakthrough as we are going to this 6G world is if we are connected, not only connected in terms of, through network services, but our physical world is connected to our virtual world. So having this, physical and digital twinning working together, and this is at a personal level, at an industry level, generally. So those are things that for me 6G is about. Of course, underpinning all this intelligence, so embedded natively into the network. And by describing this, I think that I'm describing what Reason is about.
100%, yes.
Reason is one more thing, which I haven't mentioned, because we are promoting these open architectures, where is the playground for everybody, a playground for innovation, really. And one of the extra things that we are looking at Reason is looking UK-born technologies, so technologies that are coming out of our universities, of our startups, and how these technologies actually can be placed in that architecture and solutions of 6G. So we are making a lot of strides on that.
I mean, Reason it was a very ambitious project when it started, and a very large project. And I think that what is really nice, at least for us, for Weaver Labs, having been part of this project, is our ability to work with large companies, research institutions pushing the boundaries of innovation, and us SMEs that are very agile and can bring quickly things to life and prototype things and bring new thinking into the architecture. And I think now when we look at, this is our second Mobile World Congress in Reason. And if I look back at where we were last year when we brought the first demo and where we are today, talking about what we're going to be showing in Mobile World Congress, we have progressed so much in that deep collaboration and integration of technologies across different sizes of companies, right? So, having Nokia and Weaver Labs and University of Bristol, King's, all of us collaborating in a single product, right? If one must say, it's a single product that we're all bringing together. And it enriches a lot the ecosystem, the innovation ecosystem, because I think from an SME perspective, from a startup, we know that our technology or the products that we are building are going to outlive the current technology, adoption life cycle. So it's like for the next wave of technology, we're still relevant, right? We're still going to be alive, and that is aligned with what is being thought up at the university, but also what the big players are thinking and what's the likelihood of the market adopting these products. So yeah, just reason has been incredibly important in pushing the boundaries of innovation at the UK level, from the perspective of creating a blueprint of 6G with embedded intelligence and what everything that means to get there, right? Like the data acquisition, the monitoring, the software base, the cloud native, the open architectures, the APIs, all the way up to creating that layer of intelligence, and then obviously how do we demonstrate that through the use cases and applications, right? What does it mean, 6G in this whole kind of world? So that leads me to the demos. What are we showcasing?
Yeah, just one thing. I mean, just reflecting to what you say, Maria, really, of course, the innovation has been very rich. And for instance, before this live event, I went and see what we have in our innovation register in the project, because we keep a register of our innovation assets, our IP assets, and we have registered across the consortium 98 assets to this point, less than 2 years. We also had a couple of contributions to 3GPP, so real standards coming out of the project. We had a number of technology breakthroughs reported to, in journals and in conferences and so on. So KPIs actually, they're very impressive. But going back to what you said, the reason that this happens is because in recent project, although we are looking at very low TRLs, so we are looking really at very early technology, we brought a partnership together that really reflects the entire ecosystem. So we have the three big vendors, Nokia and Ericsson and Samsung. We have Open RAN vendors, Parallel Wireless. We have SMEs like yourself. We have universities. We have companies like Thales, for instance, and we have service providers like BT and BBC. And I'm sure I'm forgetting, but very, very rich partnership where small companies working next to the big vendors in an environment of full equity to drive innovation. And I think the reason that we have been as productive is exactly this environment. So you keep back your own commercial interests because you are coming in a rich collaboration in order to define next generation of systems. And the outcomes have been absolutely spectacular, especially when I'm looking at the AI framework for networks that we have created is actually unparalleled across the world. So that's, okay, I'm answering now your question, which is about the demos. What we are demonstrating in MWC, so we are bringing a full reason network. So we are bringing, and this is the tech, we are bringing a network that has actually embedded all our AI toolkits and also is bringing this multi-technology access capability. So we are going to have 2 5G cells, we are going to have Wi-Fi 7, we are going to have Li-Fi. And the reason that we are having this is because the applications that we are going to be running, they need a lot of capacity at the downlink, and that is always a requirement for any generation, new generation of networks. But what is changing is some of these applications, then they need really a lot of capacity in the uplink. And this is a new requirement. For instance, in previous generations of networks, everybody's talking about downlink because what you do, you are requiring streaming, for instance, of videos. Now, what we are seeing is that creative part from the users, where the users or the applications actually requiring a lot of uplink. And in this case, that we are going, one of the demo that we are going to be bringing MWC, the application actually requires 10 gigabit capacity in the uplink. Now
that's a lot.
That's a lot. Now you are very lucky from your 5G network if you are getting about 10 20 megabit per second.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, the uplink is really very, very, very poor. And our application is asking for 10 gigabit per second. So it's amazing. What is this application? We are bringing one of our partners, and this is a project which is funded by Innovate UK, and partners is two actually small companies, and that is Nefeli Technologies and Weaver Labs and University of Bristol. And what we are doing is the world's first mobile volumetric video production. That means that actually capturing real time with 36 cameras, objects and environments, and having actually 36 live streams of capturing from cameras going all together into the network, into the edge cloud or mobile edge compute, where what we are doing, we are hosting there a synchronization function, a rendering function, an AI function, where actually takes very quickly all these 36 streams and renders 3D images. So you can see yourself as a hologram. You can capture actually your environment around it as a hologram. And we are doing this almost real time. And it's all the application works because it's a networked application. And it's the first volumetric video that actually relies, on mobile connectivity, on wireless connectivity. And the future of this is actually you can be going around with your mobile phone or with yours and your friends' mobile phones, and you are going to be capturing events, or what is happening around you or to you, and you are going to be able to be using the network to create holograms, of these experiences and send it over to over the network. That's why you need this 10 gigabit per second on the uplink, because what is going to be happening in that uplink is going to be more important than what you are receiving in your downlink. So this is the one. So for those of you that you're going to be the Mobile World Congress, please come and get your holograms done, because you can get your holograms captured and processed real time. And then if you choose so, you can take your hologram, be sent into your mobile phone, and you're going to be, just showing it to your friends.
That's amazing. Like you get to come to our stand and you get a hologram of yourself.
We are going actually to present this in holographic 3D displays.
Mm-hmm.
So when your hologram is going to be taken, you are going to see it real time in a display. And you're going to be able to turn yourself around, see it from different angles, and it's fully interactive. So that is going to happen real time. The second application that we are going to, but to say that for this application, of course, is Nefeli Technologies, Weaver Labs. Samsung is making contribution in terms of their split compute solution for making this happen, and University of Bristol. The second application that we are going to be presenting in collaboration with King's College London, and this is based on the NVIDIA Omniverse platform. So it's a digital twin of, so we have created a digital twin of a warehouse, where actually you have a digital twin of a robot and the drone that they're going around the warehouse and looking after the environment. And what we have done on this is really looking at that cyber-physical, the enablers for this cyber-physical environment coming from 6G. We have integrated within the Omniverse environment, industrial environment, we have integrated digital twin of our connectivity controller, which we call Matrix. This is the multi-access technology enabler. And we have digital twins of different connectivity services. And we have also incorporated a natural language model. And the whole idea, what we can do, we create different events in the warehouse. You can have a fire somewhere. You can have an area where somebody has made a mess, and we are going real time and say, instruct the robot and say, for instance, go and clean the mess in aisle 5. And you're going to see the robot actually moving. And you're going to see when the robot is going to be losing connectivity for going around and providing connectivity service from another access point, or we can actually instruct the robot to go and extinguish the fire. And it's all going to happen, that if you like translation from a physical person with an LLM giving actually instructions to a robot that is living in a virtual environment, and you can see things happening real time. So that is the second demo. Again, that is going to be demonstrated in MWC. And the third demo, Maria, you know it better than me.
I know it very well by now. So the third demo that we're going to be showing is an immersive fun experience for what it would look like to be in the stadium of the future. We know that people go to stadiums and watch the game, but there are no other bits of information going to them other than what their eyes can see, and there's absolutely no sound. There's a very little immersive experience happening. So currently, with Samsung, University of Bristol, Madevo, and a number of companies, we are working on a project called Arana, where we are implementing a network as a service platform where we deliver immersive experiences through the use of 5G in stadiums. And we're going to be showing a taster of what it would look like if you were to be sat in the MK Dons Stadium on a Saturday watching your match, where we are introducing a multi-angle camera stream to the phone, which we have done in partnership with Streamer, the Web3 company that does peer-to-peer broadcasting video. And there is a phone app, and users just log into this app, and then they can see these multiple streams, so they can have different views from the away goal, the other pitch, whatever, more views than the ones that you have from your seat. But not only that, we've also integrated with Madevo's AI assistant, and we are gathering real-time data from the match. And we're giving users all sorts of insights and statistics of the game in real time. And the user can also ask questions to an AI chatbot and get, information about like who's likely to get injured in the next 10 minutes, or how is the likelihood, based on historical data, the likelihood of this match going to end, or things like that. So, I mean, I'm not a huge football fan, but I'm really fan of technology. And I think this demo is going to really show why people should care about 6G and the future of networks. None of these demos or none of these real life use cases, because they're not demos. Actually, this is the real thing. These are products that are working. None of them would be possible without the advancements and technology that we are bringing in the context of open architectures, open networks, supply chain diversification, multiple companies working together, and bringing this as a service concept in all across all of them, right? So yeah, I'm super excited about it. It's a little bit nerve-wracking when you have to dismantle the setup here, put it in your suitcase, and make sure that when it arrives to Mobile World Congress in Barcelona, once you plug things in again, it all stays working.
It's going to happen. It's going to happen.
Yes. I'm very, very excited about that, and also, the fact that obviously we have a large team there. So, how many people are you bringing, Dimitra, to Mobile World Congress?
About 15 people.
15 people from the university. Okay, so let's put it this right. Like, I don't think there is any other university in the planet that has so much presence at this event than you.
I don't know about the planet thing, but it's going to be a large presence. We have a tagline for what we are doing, and this is see it first and see it live.
Yes.
because really some of those are going to be world firsts.
Mm-hmm.
To be honest, it's going to be live, and anything can happen.
Mm-hmm.
So seeing it live is going to be a big relief.
Yes.
I'm very confident that this is going to happen.
Yes, me too. I think it's going to be like a very exciting experience for the people coming, because we have such a nice way to show how technology is helping the end user expand their experiences, like the hologram, right? Everyone talked about the metaverse, but all you had was a little avatar of you with blue hair. Well, now you can have your real self inside of a virtual environment, because you're actually streaming yourself real time, which gives the possibility to, opens up the possibility to real teleworking across, or telepresence, right? Or even like the industrial use case with the warehouse that solves so many problems in businesses at the moment, right? Just opening up the possibility of having a real digital twin running. And I presume that's one of the largest use cases, right?
Yes, it is one large use case, but it is not only, of course, we are going to demonstrate technology because we've driven a number of tech breakthroughs to make these things happen, but we focus to what is really important. And what is really important is these emerging applications, which we can't support right now with existing networks, but also I'm quite excited, Maria, of what our ANA project brings, because we are showcasing what are the value-added services.
Yeah.
That this new network infrastructure is going to enable. And this is exactly the right thing, because our industry at the moment is really suffering. It's a non-revenue generating industry. And what we are bringing is really that view in the future that this industry actually can change the world.
Yes.
And can change the world in a way that is going to be quite profitable for the industry itself. So it's exciting times, really exciting.
I agree with you. And also, as a matter of fact, as part of the Arana project, we are also publishing a white paper. Everyone who comes to the recent stand and comes and sees the demo, they are going to be given a QR code. They can download this white paper. And basically, this white paper was done in partnership with a company called Talaga Research, a market analyst called Phil. He's fantastic. And we're going to be having a webinar about it after Mobile World Congress. But in summary, the discussion in that white paper is the revenue, the return on investment comparative analysis between an established kind of like mobile network operator type DAS solution in stadium, then a monolithic vertically integrated solution for private 5G, and an open architecture such as the one that Reason and Arana are promoting. And there we're talking money, right? We're literally talking money, and we're looking at why agile, flexible, and cloud-based technologies with open architectures and open interfaces actually make you money rather than prevent you from making money. And I invite everyone to read the white paper, and obviously I'm pretty sure it's going to generate a wide discussion, because there is still a lot of chattery around how open RAN or open architectures are not going to work. But for the purposes that are very specific and specialized networking, it does work, and we're actually showing that it does. And also we supplement it with the economic analysis so that we have the full story there.
Fantastic.
So everyone, Dimitra and I are going to be reconnecting with everyone on Wednesday midday, and we're going to be showing live what's going on in the stand. But also, Dimitra, you are offering some tours, right, of the innovation stand, or is it UK team that is offering some tours?
But we have an area which is the UK Innovation Pavilion, which is at Hall 7.
Okay.
So Reason is going to be hosted there. Other projects are going to be hosted there, UK innovative projects around future networks. So there are going to be tours. But even if you don't organize yourself in a tour, please come.
Come,
Yes,
we will be there
absolutely.
from 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. every day. And if not us, anyone can arrange a visit and walk you around the stand and show you the innovations, and obviously happy to chat more about it. And hopefully everyone who cannot make it to Barcelona would join us on Wednesday to have a taster of what we're showing and what's happening actually on the ground. Well, Dimitra, thank you. It's been so great I got so excited just by talking about it. I really want to be there now.
Yes, me too. But anyway, see you on Sunday.
Yes, I'll see you on Sunday. And everyone, see you Wednesday. Bye.